Hi, this is Angie from the Ageless Rebellion, and we are starting our 5-part mini course today. Earlier, we have had a preparation session, creating a sacred space in which you can be by yourself, undisturbed, doubt-free, where you can really feel that you are with yourself and nobody else. And we create a space like that wherever you have a little corner in the house or in the garden, and it's always wonderful to add items that enhance the feeling you want to create, anything that is sacred or beautiful to you or matches the particular journey you are on. If your mantra is courage, then you might want to add a sword. Your creativity has no limits here. Make it feel comfortable, inviting, and enlivening. Okay, so sacred space. Now we are in our sacred space, I hope. And the first part of the journey is to start finding where our soul is actually hiding. There are many steps to this, and today we do one. And our soul is often hiding in our inner child and in many other different corners. So what I always like to do when we start a session, when you start your session, is to initiate it with something that is personal to you, something that feels sacred, like lighting a candle, diffusing some frankincense or rose oil, whatever you have going on at the moment. Like for me, it is a beautiful fragrance called chocolate rose, which was made by an by an alchemist who does perfumes. And this chocolate rose is all about loving yourself, loving the world, giving and receiving love. So that's what I anointed myself today, and I actually spilled a couple drops, and I'm all in the flow of love. So so you do a little sacred initiation of the session in the beginning. It could even be an infused water you're drinking. So then I would like you to occupy the space in which you are in, and also shake away your day. Actually physically do a couple of shakes. You can kind of jump up and down a little bit on your heels and shake it off, and shake your fingers, and if you are without shoes, stable, shake your feet, and always think about letting go of whatever bothered you today, of whatever bad dreams you had at night, depending on what time you are doing your ritual. And then you should feel the ground on which you are standing and how it supports you and how safe it is to be here. And reach up to the stars and know that you can have everything you want, and also occupy the space around you with some waves and swings, and you can also hug yourself. Okay, so you have your space. Now, on your safe ground and connected to whatever amazingness is out there, you feel into yourself, and it's all about feeling, not thinking. So let thoughts, mental stuff, let it go. Just always ask again, what do I really, really feel? And then ask yourself, what do you feel about yourself? What do you feel about your life? And what do you feel about being a woman? Then take your Ageless Rebel Planner and make notes of what you just felt. Brainstorm. No dissertations, just words of feelings, of the good and the bad, maybe 2 lists. And it's more about the limitations, but both lists are very valuable, especially when you do it from your emotions and without thinking. Now get back up again, stand in your safe place, and step backwards, thinking of your mother, and step into the life, literally into the shoes of your mother. If you love her, hate her, have no feelings toward her, doesn't matter. Just feel the person she is or was. How she looks, how she speaks, how she dances, sings, smells, how she frowns and how she smiles. And just be with your mother as your mother, not looking outside in, looking from her inside out. And then ask her, what do you feel about yourself? What do you feel about your life? What do you feel about being a woman? And let your mother tell you from this melting moment of what she really felt. And then step another step back and do the same with your grandmother. What do you feel about yourself? What do you feel about your life? What do you feel about being a woman? And you can do it with both grandmothers from mom and dad's side. And if you know your grandmother, you can go back to her, even if you don't know her. Maybe you have a feeling of who she might have been, and in a space of meditation, there might be ideas coming through, messages through from her. And when you have all that, all the answers, you step 2 steps back into your life. Then you sit down and write everything down of what these women have told you. In my case, I was so full of compassion for them, and even with all my issues I had with my mother, through this exercise, as small as it seems, I felt her feelings, her despair, her longing. And in my case, there were a lot of parallels. So when you look at your lists, where are yours? Are there similar feelings these women had, similar experiences even? If you have a lineage, look at that. And later we will go deeper into your past. But for today, it is just the women you can at least more or less remember, and let them answer you and give you some power for your own life. Because those experiences, even if they were negative and limiting, empower you, because it is all the hopes and dreams and feelings you have inherited also, and you can honor them by making them true, making them become true, and you can revenge them, and you can be there for them and say, hey, it wasn't for nothing, you have given it to me and I'm living it, I am making us all happy. Okay, so now go and do your writing and drawings. Maybe it's a beautiful thing if you are now in the space of feeling them. Take some colors, finger paints, aquarelle, watercolors, and or any pens you have, and just write down movements, feelings, make a collage and see what comes out of it. Okay, See you next time.